Hello, everyone. My name is Christina Harris, and my Select Leader presentation is focused on the leadership styles of Stephen Patrick Morrissey. Better known as just Morrissey, this artist is best known for his work as the frontman of the Smiths, who consistently hit the tops of charts for at least 5 years from 1982 to 1987. Morrissey has continued his music career as a solo artist ever since. He is an icon for the disaffected youth all over the world, tackling large issues such as sexuality and gender norms, mental health and depression issues, and even social class differences and animal rights as a whole. So, how has Morrissey modeled the way? Pop music has progressed. I chose this quote by Morrissey just to kind of give an example of his attitudes on the music industry and how he has kind of lended a hand in changing it. Through his music, lyrics, and art expression, he has shown vulnerability to his fans. He has proven that he doesn't have much to hide about him or his perspectives on life. He is a natural-born self-starter. He's been paddling his own canoe in the music industry and in his life ever since he was born, and he's struggled with so many issues that his fans can feel and relate to, such as sexuality and society norms, such as being gay or being straight or growing up in certain environments and being different. He's given a lot of encouragement for people that struggle in those situations. He has shown dedication to his fans and the people that he inspires through his unfaltering lifestyle and choices of his artistic expressions. This communication has been universal and created who he is as an artist and an activist as a whole. All of this really feeds into how he has inspired a shared vision in the world today, even. Morrissey never backed down from his political and personal stances, and even to this day, he still hasn't. He's still a very active voice in politics. Because of this, he has built an intense connection to his fans through music mostly. His lyrics have helped and touched countless lost young individuals in the world, especially the disaffected youths of the millennial generation everywhere, universally. I think the music of Morrissey has largely affected the millennials, mainly with the music of the Smiths. Morrissey has shown that he does have a deep care and connection to the troubles that he sees in the world, and this affects him emotionally, and his fans can pick up on that and see that. This is something fans can see and something the world can feel. It is a shared vision amongst many, many people that can feel it. Challenge the process. It takes strength to be gentle and kind is one of my favorite lyrics of one of the Smiths songs that he has written. I think this quote says so much to the effect of human interaction, and especially from his perspective. He is an activist in the world of human dignity, meaning that he really pushes for people to be strong, gentle, and kind to each other. And it's his passion on spreading that in the world is palatable. Ever since Morrissey was a young person growing up in Manchester, England, he suffered from differences that weren't understood. He was effeminate, quiet, shy, lanky, non-athletic, but he was very poetic and literary. He is largely iconic for standing up for differing sexual orientations and love interests in life, which he has dealt with in his own life to large extents. He grew up into a person that was never afraid to be different, never afraid to say the wrong things, even in front of the world. He is consistent and he is an innovator of his time, even though he grew up in an environment and a time that wasn't forgiving of that and wasn't respectful of that and didn't quite understand him as a person. He battled for his identity and he was displaying a progressive mindset in a time it was rarely seen, and he stuck with it even though people criticized him for it and still do to this day. The music of the Smiths is the body of Morrissey's work that really continues to push the youths even of today's society. In a quote by John in a John Savage article from The Guardian, he says, "They may have split 24 years ago, but the Smiths remain as popular as ever, and not only among those who remember them the first time around. They have crossed a generational divide to appeal to current real-time teenagers." And I think I chose this quote because it specifically sends the message that I've gotten from the Smiths, which is that their lyrics have helped so many people bridging generational gaps, finding themselves in a society that doesn't seem to understand. His lyrics have bridged this gap of people who were and are still trying to find their place, a guiding light for being lost. His lyrics show how he deeply cares for the quality of human beings in the world and often shows remorse over individuals who lead dishonest lives. He's not afraid to talk about this either. He is many people see him as an overly judgmental person or a extreme activist because of the things that he says about other people seem harsh, but he's honestly just standing up for what he believes in and the dishonesty that he sees in the world. He continues to collaborate with other artists over the years since he did split with the Smiths. He's shown a lot of collaboration, not only with his fans and his audiences, but with other artists that kind of share the same message as him. He continues to share the music with the world and collaborate with his fan base stronger and stronger. I think of all practices of exemplary leadership, I would say that Morrissey is most easily recognized for encouraging the heart, especially in his fans and in several generations. He seems to care deeply for the peace in the world that he can see and is always sort of torn by what he sees in the world. He doesn't hide the way he feels, and that, of all else, encourages his fans and encourages the world to be more honest, connected, and real. "The heart has a heart of its own" is a quote that Morrissey said once. I think speaks deeply to who he was as a person as far as his attitudes towards encouraging the heart. He has a deep connection to those extreme emotions that come along with perseverance, hopelessness, fear, creation, destruction, anything really with intense emotions. He really has a connection to it, and he has a way of communicating it to his fans that really help them and could really help the world, and I think have helped the world generationally. Thank you for your time. I have a list of references here, and that's all I have for you. Thank you.